Before it gets too far along, I think it's important to thank people. And because I've been treated so nicely with not only YouTube, but technology families, I'm critical, but not emotionally angry, emotionally speaking. I see, I observe, I listen, I hear. But I don't watch. I don't look for what to see. And I'm just thankful for YouTube for letting me put all of these videos onto their website because it makes my application for graduate school much simpler. I've had my laptop stolen from my room and had to get rid of it. I didn't know if the woman that stole it was aware of what she was doing or if the son took it, but it was in a Tibetan house that I was renting and got hit by her, got forced to be homeless again. Because in her culture and where she comes from and where my other friends like Rigson come from, they have a different lifestyle. And I don't hold grudges, so I'm not pointing out her example as hatred, but I lost thousands of dollars in materials and all my notebooks with stuff I've done because I couldn't carry it on my back when I had to go stay in a shelter when she said I needed to leave. For no real explainable reason, she provided me at the time. Now, who knows what she'll say. I was maybe as horrible as the person over here says I am, dangerous and wanting to hit the wall and break it, but she has her own problems. So with that said, have you ever gotten bored at, night maybe? Work, or with me with school. It's like, gosh, I gotta wait for another video to load onto the website. I've got to rest my eyes, take my glasses off, meditate, and find some relaxation in this world that I'm a part of right now in Seattle, Washington. And I say this world within the psychological cognition system and processes and the overall brain, body, and mind and world. Because it's political here and it's gosh darn dangerous now. I'm at a loss for words because I moved out here because I loved the rain and I adored the city and the places to go and see, and now it's gotten even better as a city, but worse as a community and a culture. Or a place, I guess. I don't know why people have just destroyed this city so much, because I think it's got so much benefit for not only the place, Washington State, and the location, Seattle, but also the world, and curing cancer and making progress with climate change and medicine and research. But drugs have been given freedom, and people like me have been given orders, restrictions, and rules to follow. So originally, before psychological cognition, I came up with the thesis Playtime. I was nannying with one of my best friends from college, and with some other children doing painting. I was teaching painting, and not necessarily teaching painting, but helping the children with the materials and just letting them, you know, whoosh. And we were going around the city and having fun, and not having too much trouble back in 2014, 2013, and 2015 maybe. I think between those 3 years it wasn't too bad, but slowly and slower, families started to not want their children to go out into the city, so we just did stuff in houses and stuff. But for a while we were trouncing around like the old days, you know, having fun in the rain and eating tons of food and going to movies and you know, partying hard basically. But now there's voices in hallways. Scary people walking around everywhere. Who say I'm a bitch and I don't make sense. I'm crazy, I'm insane, I'm dangerous, I'm suicidal, and probably more words than I hear. But playtime has to do with, you know, the hand airplane. The arms, you know, and stretching, because you can't go out as much. And what younger humans do, they play with toys, you know, like racing with cars, just like. And as we get older as humans, we lose the interest in the shadow, you know? Trying to stay out of each other's shadows, you know, is what I do with the kids at school. Like, you know, like, oh, I'm in your shadow, you know, like, or like, don't you dare get my shadow. I am so, don't you dare get my shit. It's like the you know, it's the body can start like having fun, and they've got these games they call, I think they were awareness games. There's a whole series of different writings on it in the book, and it was fun. It just talked about having fun with your mind and your brain, but also it kind of connected the body, and I thought that was helpful, because when you get older and maybe have hard time with dementia or even Parkinson's, you know, like, you gotta like have a sense of humor sometimes. Like Muhammad Ali, he would, you know, he would let people know like he didn't lose his energy and his oomph. He had vitality with the problem of his body just not having the same abilities as when he knocked people out in the ring, and, you know, gave people exciting conscious experiences. And I haven't totally given up on playtime, but I'm not as explanatory about the thesis as I am psychological cognition. But playtime has to do with being bored. Like, I was just bored uploading videos, and so took a break. It's like, okay, take a break. People take naps currently. I think Google's one of the businesses will let you take a nap, tons of food, take a break. Free food, I think, actually is what I remember from the family I did childcare for a year or so ago. And have fun with, imagination and, skull lunch boxes filled with minions, maybe. I don't know, like, oh, minions are taking over today. Bananas everywhere, and everybody around you starts to, like, like, get aware and, like, wide-eyed, like, are they for real? Bananas and minions? Someone's like, I'll get the donuts. And you start to have more positive emotion. You start to have a community with not only chemicals like sugar, donuts, but memories.